Good morning, noon or night. My name is Jet, and welcome to my channel, JITV, Jet in the Valley, Part 2. So, I was going to quickly say in a nutshell, what the nature of reality is. People, it crosses holographic and the nature and light theory and all of these different things and quantum and this, that, and the other. Okay, you will understand this. This is a system. Earth is a creation. We are inside of a creation. It was created, okay? You say, nature is so natural. Well, yeah, it's natural, but it's functioning just like a computer system would function. Say you created a Sims. You created a Sims game, right? And you can set for how all the different things. I'm not familiar with it, but this is an example I'm going to use, and hopefully maybe somebody can help me elaborate and make this more detailed. So I can set in the computer for trees to grow at 3 feet a rate, or whatever, 3 feet a year. You can set the rates of things to grow and when the seasons are and this time, this and that and the other, right? Okay. And how long it takes to make another human and all of these things. You just type that in the computer and the computer game will do all of that, right? So if Earth was similar, I'm not saying that this isn't real. I'm not saying that this is to throw anyone in an existential crisis or, oh, it's like, no, we're going to operate as if this is the realist. We're going to operate not like we're in a game, okay? We should never operate like we're just in some sort of a game, okay? Because that can lead to apathy and all kinds of things that are anti-love. What I'm trying to teach is to stay on the rock of love. The rock of love is understanding the nature of reality. God is love. We were created in God's image, okay? We had a choice collectively. We could have stayed in perfect harmony with God and all of these things, or we could know the difference between different things. We were tricked and deceived into thinking that we believed that the lie that God didn't want the best for us. We believed that God was just trying to lord over us, which God is only love and a loving parent, and God would never do that. If you're a loving parent, do you want to just keep stuff from your child? No, you want to give your child everything that you can possibly give them because you love them. That's what God was trying to do, and that's still what God is trying to do. We chose to go against God, okay? We became in a fallen, a less than perfect state with our minds and our bodies in opposition to love being animalistic in nature, okay? Our mind and our body being animalistic to nature means it goes against love, okay? If God is love, our mind and our body are enemies of God, okay? Naturally. You think God doesn't know that? You think God didn't know that was going to happen? And God still loves us, okay? He understands that our minds and our bodies are programmed now in this system to go against Him, to go against love, okay? But He made a plan for anybody who really loves love and loves God above everything else, really loves love. He made a plan to save us from death. We didn't have death before. Okay? When we made the decision to go against God, to separate from God, we died in a sense. Now we may look alike, we may look alive, right? But when you cut flowers off, when you cut flowers and put them in a vase, they still look alive, right? They still look alive, but they're actually not alive. They're actually dead. So that is the state of many humans that they are in. They think that they're alive. Have you seen the movie Sixth Sense? You know, there's this movie Sixth Sense where Bruce Willis is the main character, and he's going around and all these different things are happening and blah, 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 blah. And he doesn't understand why people aren't understanding him correctly, and he can't have the influence that he really wants to have, and this, that, and the other. Well, it comes to find out he was actually dead, and he was a ghost. That's the end of the movie. So really, that's why everything was happening, and he couldn't do the things that he was wanting, because he was actually dead and he was a ghost, and only the little kid could see him, right? So that is the nature of reality. People are walking around thinking that they're connected to love and the most alive that they can be, when most people are literally just like flowers in a vase, okay? They're flowers in a vase. They're cut off from life. They don't have it. They look They look like loving individuals. They look that way. But really, when we made that choice to separate from God and we had spiritual frequency deaths, we cut ourselves off from God in order to think that we can know good from evil. Okay, when it's the whole thing has been a trick, because the only way to know good from bad and bad from good is love. Okay, when we say good, we mean love. When we say bad, we mean anti-love. Okay, so to think that we could ever use our logical, animalistic, fallen state nature minds to know right from wrong and good from bad and love from not love is a total hoax and an impossibility, because right is love, and anything less and from that is less real and in essence fake and not of love. And so that's what happened. So God is so loving. He knew this was going to happen. We got ourselves in a mess. He came down here in the form of Jesus to show his character, never did any single thing that was anti-love, okay? People tried to kill him the whole entire time. Even before he was born, they were trying to kill him. They killed all the babies. Literally, that's how freaking sick the world is, okay? They hated Jesus so much, they killed all the babies that were under 2 years old. They killed all the babies in a town to try and get to Jesus, okay? This is what Jesus had to come to fix, okay? Our minds and our bodies, when they're separated from God and we're separated from love, are freaking sick. We are in a state of sickness and we are in a state of decay. If you cannot tell, these minds and these bodies, they die. We are in a constant state of decay until we die. Okay, what Jesus came to fix was to bring the frequency of life and love. Okay, you don't want to talk about frequency? How do you turn your radio on, right? And you get your radio station to come in. How do you do all your games on your phone? It's all frequency and electromagnetically based stuff. Okay? Jesus came here to bring the life frequency for us to hook back up to God with, so we can get on the vine of love, okay? So we can start growing and we can be of love again, because we weren't before. So if you're one of the first people in your family to understand unconditional love and to have this, it is a gift, okay? That means that God literally trusts you so much, gave you this great power, but with great power does come great responsibility. Now you can shirk it off and you can pretend and say, oh, that's just crazy, I'm just crazy, I'm losing my mind and all of this, that, and the other. Or you can step the frick up and pick up your cross, pick up your responsibility, and it's your responsibility and your right and your freedom to do the right thing, which is of love. It's the right thing always to do, to function from love, okay? And so with that, I'm going to call that one good, and much love and many thanks, and I love you. Thank you.